You're watching TradioV, radio in TV.
The Social Action Media Network and TradioV present Creating Good Work Live with your hosts, Ron Schultz and Greg Franks.
All right, well, welcome to Creating Good Work Live, where week in and week out we speak with the finest social innovators and social entrepreneurs in the country about the work that they're doing. And I'm Ron Schultz.
And I'm Greg Franks.
And today we're doing something a little different today, which I'm very excited about. We're looking at both the musician in society and the artist in society, which on one level is a prelude for our upcoming show on CalGov TV called Cultural Communities, but which will begin airing in January. But that's enough of that. That's just a little plug, and we'll move on. Let's get to our first guest. Our first guests today are Jill Freeman, who has been a fixture on the LA music scene for more than 2 decades, and she's renowned for her highly personal songwriting and her theatrical flair and performance. She has garnered rave reviews from the album network Sing Out magazine and Music Connection for her debut album, Songs About Sex and Depression. A light title. Her new CD, A Handmade Life, has received rave reviews in American Songwriter, No Depression, and Folk Radio UK, among many others. It's a great album. And she's here with Joel Wachbrit, an acclaimed guitarist, composer, and producer, and a 2-time winner of the prestigious BMI Film and TV Award for the top theme song in a top 10 show for Shark on CBS. And as a composer and songwriter for TV and film, his compositions have been heard on numerous shows, including True Blood, Dexter, Modern Family, House, Bones, Homeland, CSI New York, and in a variety of films as well, including Neighbors, Begin Again, and When in Rome. So we're very pleased to have you both here today. Thank you for showing up on Creating Good Work Live.
Thank you.
So one thing that has always struck me, Jill, about your music is how personal it is. It's also intelligent, wry, and very stylish. But the level of personal honesty is amazing. As songwriters, performers, as artists, that fearless quality must be pretty challenging.
Well, I think that it was at a certain point for me, the only thing I could do was just tell the truth. That was actually when I found a personal voice as a songwriter. Until then, I was sort of, I'll write a happy song, I'll write a sad song. It was, and then I just told the truth, which was pretty scary.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because it was a dark time in my life, but that's when I think my best work started to show up.
Well, it's really quite amazing and it's piercing in that kind of honesty that, as you'll hear, Jill and Joel are going to sing a couple songs for us today, which we're very excited about too. So your work has overtones of Jung, of Buddhism, of Stephen Sondheim, Kurt Weill, and and yet, like Sondheim and Weill, there is a connection at a real human level that moves people, that gives us a mirror into our own recesses. Talk a bit about your goals as a musician.
You mean with this project?
Yeah, well, in general as well.
I don't know that I have goals as a musician in general, except to speak from my heart and be honest. With this project, I just became fascinated with fairy tales and the deeper meaning.
A Handmade Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. And I am a student. I do study Jung and Buddhism, and they just filtered into this. And I'm just really interested in the deeper levels of the psyche. So that's why I was passionate about this.
What about you, Joel? Are there goals for you that are different than that?
Well, I think goals, my goals have changed in a sense through working on this project. So I was actually doing a lot of what I could say is maybe not truthful music for the industry, and where you are supplying them with product, you know, like the musical equivalent of film stock library. That you just give them something. And doing this project, Handmade Life, was really scary, and I didn't know why till I was done with it, which is that because it was so personal and so artistic, it kind of required me, as I produced the CD, to go beyond the comfort spot. I had to go out onto that diving board, that high dive, the really big one they do in the Olympics, and
It is scary.
and had to do a lot of flips, and
Yeah.
I'd never flipped before.
Well, I'll tell you, this album knocked my socks off.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping that you'll do one of the songs from it now.
We will.
Okay?
Do you want us to do?
I
Okay.
want to do it right now.
Can I just
You can, if you need
introduce
to.
it? It's
Sure.
the second song on the album, and it's kind of the whole album is kind of a journey into the dark world of the psyche, and this is sort of the gate in. It's also kind of a picture of the landscape of my own mind. So take that as you will. This is called Letters from Murdertown.
Dark gray, beaten down, tires and rust, drunken clowns, winding streets of lost and found, dope fiends, dancing bears, crooks who'll take you unawares, crying kids with silent stares. Oh, I miss my home of origin, that dusty cornered land of sin where good and evil all mix in. Cotton candy, bathtub gin. So if you see me smiling, all wistful and beguiling, you'll know my heart is filing letters from Murdertown. Letters from Murdertown. Letters from Murdertown. Letters from Murdertown. Disperse behind barn doors, shadows off to midnight shores, babies curled on unwashed floors, war-torn, tender hearts, broken souls in bits and parts, pinned like jewels on necks of tarts. Oh, I'm going home where I belong, where revelers dance in murderous throng. In dim lamplight, I'll raise my song to feelings deep, to passion strong. So if you see me smiling, all wistful and beguiling, you'll know my heart is filing letters from Murdertown. Letters from Murdertown. Letters from Murdertown. Letters from Murdertown. Ba-da-doo-doo-ba-doo-dum.
How beautiful.
Hey.
You know, it comes to me as a married couple, are there just a variety of challenges that you face as you're producing artistic product together?
Yes.
Take it, Joe.
Tell us, please, some of the stories.
No.
No. We'll be right back.
We do work, artistically, we work really well together. We really do. We always have. The other parts are harder. You know, logistics of gigs and stuff like that. We both get tense and stuff.
Well, thank you.
And we still cook dinner, and, you know, we still, like...
Feed the dogs.
Feed the dogs and have a regular life there, too, yeah.
It's amazing. Well, we are going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back. You're watching Creating Good Work live, and our guests today, our first guests today are Jill Freeman and Joel Wachbrit. We'll be right back on Kings.
Absolutely beautiful.
Y te hablarán como cuando estás conmigo.
We'll be right back with more Creating Good Work Live.